What's up everyone, and welcome back to Yusuf Reacts. Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane to revisit a 90 seconds classic that's pure comedic gold, Kindergarten Cop. This 1990 action comedy starring Arnold Schwarzenegger was a massive hit, and it's still a beloved family favorite. But does it still hold up after all these years? Let's find out. The premise is wonderfully absurd. Tough-as-nails detective John Kimball goes undercover as a kindergarten teacher to catch a dangerous criminal. He's used to shootouts and car chases, not finger painting and nap time. The culture clash is where the magic happens. Schwarzenegger's comedic timing is surprisingly on point. Seeing this action hero try to manage a room full of 5-year-olds is hilarious. He's completely out of his element, and the film milks that for all it's worth. And let's talk about the iconic lines. "It's not a tumor, come on, who hasn't quoted that?" This movie is packed with memorable, quotable moments that have become part of pop culture. Don't even get me started on the ferret. That little guy is a scene stealer. He's just pure chaos in a furry package. But Kindergarten Cop is more than just slapstick comedy. It also has a heart. Kimball genuinely cares about the kids, and he learns valuable lessons about patience and understanding. He becomes a positive influence in their lives, and they, in turn, soften his tough exterior. A tough cop must pose as a kindergarten teacher in order to locate a dangerous criminal's ex-wife, who may hold the key to putting him behind bars. After numerous fruitless attempts, the veteran LAPD detective, John Kimball, has one last chance to put behind bars once and for all the elusive drug kingpin, Cullen Crisp, who is trying to find the whereabouts of his son and his ex-wife who run away with millions of dollars. In high hopes of picking up clues, the massive officer finds himself at a bustling elementary school in Astoria, Oregon, posing as a substitute kindergarten teacher. However, to keep up the ruse without blowing his cover, John must keep under control a noisy classroom full of intimidating 5-year-old adversaries. Can Kimball show them who's boss? After years of pursuing drug dealer Cullen Crisp Richard Tyson, Los Angeles police detective John Kimball Arnold Schwarzenegger has him on a murder charge after Crisp shot and killed an informant who had given him information regarding the whereabouts of his ex-wife, Rachel Myatt Crisp, and his son Cullen J.R.B. However, the only witness, a drug-addicted girl named Cindy, the informant's girlfriend who was hidden at the time of the murder, is deemed too unreliable to put Crisp up for a permanent prison charge as she changes her mind about testifying, so Rachel Myatt has to be found and persuaded to testify. Kimball, accompanied by Detective Phoebe O'Hara, Pamela Reed, a former teacher, go undercover in Astoria, Oregon, to find Crisp's ex-wife Rachel. It is believed that Rachel stole millions of dollars from Crisp before fleeing. The detectives plan to offer her a deal to testify against Cullen in exchange for immunity. O'Hara is to act as the substitute teacher in the son's kindergarten class at Astoria Elementary School, while Kimball is to discover the identity of the mother. Unfortunately, O'Hara, who is hypoglycemic, falls ill with a terrible case of stomach flu at the last moment, so Kimball takes the teacher's job. The school principal, Miss Schlofsky Linda Hunt, is suspicious. But Kimball adapts progressively to his new status, even though he has no formal teaching experience. Using his pet ferret as a class mascot, his police training as a model for structure of the classes, and positive reinforcement, he becomes a much admired and cherished figure to the children. In turn, Kimball begins to love his cover job and his young charges, to the point where he personally deals with a case of child abuse. He first speaks to the cowardly mother and tells her to warn her husband that he will press charges if he abuses their child again. And when the father takes no notice, Kimball assaults him in front of the entire school, finally winning Miss Schlofsky's favor. One of Kimball's students is a boy named Dominic. Kimball becomes fond of Dominic's mother, Joyce Palmieri Penelope Ann Miller, who also works at the school. Joyce, like many other of the students' mothers, is estranged from her husband, so that she will not speak of him. This raises Kimball's suspicions. In a series of conversations with the gradually more trusting Joyce, Kimball slowly deduces that she has to be Rachel Crisp and that Dominic is Crisp's son. O'Hara has been posing as Kimball's sister and agrees with his deductions. Joyce reveals that she never stole any of Crisp's money. It was a lie he told to incite the underworld to find her for him. Meanwhile, back in California, Cindy dies after using spiked cocaine provided by Crisp's mother, Eleanor Crisp Carol Baker. The case is dismissed because the prosecution has no other evidence. Crisp is freed from prison and immediately heads to Astoria, where he and his mother immediately begin looking for the child on the information from the informant. They identify Crisp's ex-wife and Crisp starts a fire in the school in order to grab his son in the chaos. But he is seen. Crisp takes his own son hostage when Kimball confronts him, but Crisp is bitten by the ferret who Dominic had rescued at the sound of the fire alarm, and Dominic wriggles free. Crisp shoots Kimball in the knee and Kimball kills Crisp before he can hurt Dominic. Noticing that O'Hara is trying to help Kimball in the apprehension of her son, Eleanor runs over O'Hara with her rental car. She ventures into the school and shoots Kimball in the shoulder, but then discovers her dead son. Before she can shoot Kimball again and kill him, O'Hara arrives and knocks her unconscious with a baseball bat. Crisp's mother is arrested, while the unconscious Kimball, much to the sadness of the children, is hospitalized. During Kimball's recovery, O'Hara and her chef boyfriend announce their engagement, inviting him to the wedding. After Kimball recovers, he retires from the police force and returns to teaching at the school. The kids are very happy to see him, and Joyce comes into the classroom and kisses him in front of all of the kids. Of course, it wouldn't be a Schwarzenegger movie without some action. The film balances the comedy with a suspenseful criminal plot. The climax is exciting, even if it's a bit over the top. So, does Kindergarten Cop hold up? Absolutely. It's a fun, heartwarming, and genuinely funny movie that's still enjoyable today. It's a perfect example of 90 seconds family entertainment. It's nostalgic, it's silly, and it's surprisingly sweet. What do you think of Kindergarten Cop? Let me know in the comments below. Did it hold up for you? What's your favorite scene? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more movie reviews and nostalgic content. Thanks for watching.